Digit, we are now two-thirds of the way through the album. Time has just flown by.
We're absolutely pushing it through the bangers this time.
Oh, yes, we are. But this is a good opportunity to say that music applications for Pony Fest Online are open. You've got 1 day to submit. So if you'd like to be a part of that convention, which is going to be on the 3rd of December, do get your applications in because they will close very, very soon. But we are here for a State of Sugar Donut album release, and we are at song number 40 with Purple Kitty and their song 800 dB Yay. And don't be too comfortable because it does start off a little bit ambient, but it ramps up really fast.
Yes, this song definitely kicks up the intensity a bit about halfway through the track, but I think it really kind of like uses the length of this song pretty well with a number of kind of unique sounding variety sections throughout. I appreciate a lot of the attempts in sound design and a lot of the kind of like mixing the really tight like main bass pulse of the track with kind of like more ambient sounds with lots of reverb and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's almost 7 minutes long, but it will just fly by because, like I said, there's lots of different elements to it. It starts off quiet, goes into some heavy sections, and it switches back and forth with introducing new elements too. So there's always something there to keep you interested and keep you listening. And then we have a Cusick remix of the spectacle A Razzle Dazzle.
And I think this is a really cool kind of remix to have on here. This sounds super cool. I really love this this style of kind of like repetitive rhythm that doesn't focus too much on a back and forth kind of swing, but there's more just like guttural kind of like metally sounding basses that you hear in this. Cusick's really nailed that vibe.
Yeah, especially considering the original is just so poppy and, so synthetic. This adding all this like deep guttural sounds in there and deep basses just changes the genre completely and makes it a completely different song. Our next track that we're going to bring you is by Crazy Smash, and it's a very Middle Eastern sounding song, and it's called Mirage.
And this track definitely has those Middle Eastern vibes, as you were saying. I think Grazy's kind of like really nailed that sound in his tracks, especially with these kind of like trancey sounding, really like kind of like psytrance, like hard bass hitting tracks like this one, where there's a lot of that kind of like low tones, like not really covered by much else except like a sitar or something like that, which adds a lot to this track.
Oh yes, it's very modern as well. It's definitely deviated from that traditional Middle Eastern to add some, electronic beats in there and stuff to jazz it up and just make it really relatable to a Western audience. And then we have Spitfire's track, which is called Selenolion, which is actually a lesser known term for a lunar eclipse, whereby the Earth is actually blocking the sun's rays onto the moon, causing the blood moon.
And this track is this kind of like huge kind of like big room sound. There's the big hard hitting kicks with like a high interesting lead. I really like the use of the sampled vocals before the drop as well. It sounds super cool and adds a lot of hype to the track.
Yeah, it almost gives context to the song and provides the listener with some sort of, storyline to go with it and a reason for that drop to occur, which is just a really awesome way, and I like that effect.
I've seen a lot, but I haven't seen this before. If you don't fix this soon, it could have a grave consequence on Starlight's psyche. What was I thinking? I'm never going with my gut again! It's all my fault! I never should have gone on this mission! Equestria doomed!
Digit, we do say this every time, but we are now 3/4 of the way through the album. Time just always flies by with these things.
Everything speeds past when you're having a great amount of fun like this.
Oh, absolutely. And we are here for the A State of Sugar Donut album release, and we are